Guys, hi, I'm CrashPower. I have something serious I want to speak to each and every one of you today. Apparently, someone has finally been killed, unfortunately, from a swatting case, and none other than a Call of Duty match for $1.50. And I want to give you the facts about what happened, but mostly I want to focus on why swatting isn't funny, even if you think it is, and how it affects things more than you actually realize. It's going to continue to cost people's lives if it's considered a funny prank by today's youth. In case you don't know what swatting is, real briefly, in case you don't know, swatting is the act of deceiving a 911 dispatcher into sending police and fire emergency response service teams to another person's address based on the false report of a serious law enforcement emergency, such as a murder, bomb threat, hostage taking, or some other alleged incident which requires significant emergency response. It's very dangerous, because all someone needs to do to swat someone is a way to hide their phone number, the victim's address, and create a crazy story to tell the police. In 2014, there was a big debate about a 15-year-old who was allegedly sentenced to 25 years to life for domestic terrorism for swatting. This turned out to be fake news. But a lot of people were like, that's way too severe, way too severe. The reason that this story may have been made up is because of the severity of what could and unfortunately inevitably has happened from this childhood prank that 12-year-olds can pull off. I want to play for you now some of the clip from this swatting incident that happened last night. This is brief excerpts of the 911 call where this false claim led to someone's father, someone's son, being killed because of a prank over a Call of Duty video game where people were upset with each other over a $1.50 competition.
This is 911. What's going on?
About the argument with my mom and dad.
Okay. What's your address?
It's 1033 West McCormick Street.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
They were arguing and I shot him in the head and he's not breathing anymore.
Okay, do you have any weapons on you?
Yeah, I do.
What kind of weapons do you have?
A handgun.
Where exactly are you at in the house?
By the closet, my mom's.
Where's that at in the house?
In her room, which is where she's at, and my little brother.
You have a little brother?
Yeah, I'm just pointing the gun at them, making sure they stay in the closet, my mom and my little brother. Are you guys sending someone over here? Because then I'm definitely not going to put it away.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and stay on the phone with you, okay?
That's fine. Yeah, I'm thinking about, because I already poured gasoline all over the house. I might just set it on fire. My dad isn't breathing. It's kind of giving me anxiety, making me, like, paranoid.
Law enforcement is entrusted to protect the lives in the community of which they serve. With things like school shootings, people randomly killing people in music concerts or theaters. I won't go into a specific event, but you should understand what I'm saying. They have a responsibility to elevate and alter their response policy to best protect the public. So you may have some people, and it kind of upsets me, you have some people saying that, you know, police respond in tanks and it's too severe and whatnot. The reason swatting results in massive police responses is because the 911 operator often can't tell whether or not it's a real or fake call, and they have to assume that the call is real. Swatting is dangerous for several reasons. First of all, it drains law enforcement and firefighter resources as they respond to one or multiple swattings, which means they can't be responding to actual emergencies. Also, this is a very tense situation for the people who respond. They're under the impression that people are dying at that address, and if it's dark and they show up with guns drawn, it's so easy for some slight miscommunication to occur, resulting in injury, or unfortunately, in this case, death. However, if you think that I'm making a case on the side of the police, you have to understand the opposite. Like I said, the law enforcement are constantly tweaking the ways that they respond to emergencies to best preserve the lives of the civilians in the community in which they are entrusted to protect. And that's why many law enforcement agencies across the country have received additional training about the increasing swatting prank issue and the problems they present, and have adjusted accordingly. Some departments actually have a list. You can go to your local agency, and if they have this list, you can tell them that you are a professional live streamer, just in case you are, a potential victim of this deadly prank. However, what if they tone down the response and your family member dies as a result of a delayed or insufficient response because it was a suspected prank? Or what if, for example, what if some popular streamer that's been swatted several times actually has a situation like you heard in that 911 recording, and the response is decreased and lives are lost as a result of an under-response? I'm going to show you police body cam footage from the fatal SWAT prank shooting last night to help you understand this problem.
Show your hands! Walk this way! Walk!
The point I want to make, and hopefully will convey to some of you that watch this video, is that if it's continued and it doesn't stop, additional people are going to die. It's inevitable. The police could over-respond, under-respond, or circumstances could occur in which we have not foreseen. The man that died last night wasn't even a gamer. He had nothing to do with the Call of Duty game. He was a 28-year-old father who just happened to live in the same house. My intent is not to cause a debate about whether or not this shooting was justified, whether or not the police SWAT teams responding to these situations is too much or too little, but to hopefully convey a message of the dangers on both sides which they occur. And if I've actually persuaded some people that SWAT to no longer do it, then I've succeeded at my goal. And I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for watching. Guys, if you want to know the full details, this story is on Keemstar's channel. He has an interview with the actual man that claims to have made this prank. He has no remorse. I just can't talk about it anymore. But the link is right here to his channel, his video. It gives you any other information I may not have included. Please don't SWAT anyone, ever.